Hello everyone, today I'm back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building Deadshot from DC Comics, the Batman villain, of course. Let's go ahead and get this started. So to build Deadshot, you are going to need yellow concrete, red concrete, black concrete, polished andesite, polished tuff, bamboo mosaic stairs, bamboo sign, yellow terracotta, the target block. I have never used this in a tutorial, so first time for something. Sea lantern, red stained glass, gray concrete, polished black stone slab, and polished black stone stairs. So once you have all those together, we can go ahead and begin. So we're going to start Deadshot off with a row of 8 with your yellow concrete. We're going to do this again. For this next row, we are going to do 1 red concrete, 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 yellow, 1 red. Do this one more time. The next row, we are going to do an entire row of yellow concrete. The next row, we are going to do 1 red concrete, 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 yellow, 1 red. We are then going to do 2 solid rows of just red concrete. The next row, we are going to do a yellow concrete, then a black, then a yellow, then 2 black, then a yellow, then a black, and then 1 yellow. We are then going to do an entire row of red concrete. The next row, we are going to do 2 red concrete, 4 polished andesite, 2 red concrete. And then for the final row of the legs, we are going to do 1 red concrete on the ends of the row, and then 6 polished andesite here in the middle. And yeah, so that is the legs. For the first 2 rows of the torso, we are going to do just polished andesite. And real quick, let's go ahead and mark out the hands. So for the hands, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 yellow terracottas and then 2 yellow concretes going outward. Same thing over here. We're then going to get out our bamboo mosaic stairs. And in this kind of 2x2 middle square, we are going to make like a circle, kind of like this. And they're going to, like with the stairs, they're going to be facing into each other. So something like this. You can use normal bamboo stairs too, but I think this has a cooler looking kind of effect. Kind of looks like shotgun shells or something. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get out our bamboo signs, and we are just going to place them on these 6 blocks on each side. It's a little time consuming for me, because yeah. There we go. So that is the first 2 rows of Deadshot's torso. Moving along, we are going to, for the next 2 rows are the exact same. We are going to do a polished tuff, polished andesite, polished tuff, 2 polished andesite, polished tuff, polished andesite, polished tuff. And like I said, do that one more time. Technically, the next 4 rows are entirely red concrete because we're going to put a lot of 3D stuff on here. So let's just go ahead and do these as red concrete. The next row, we are going to do 3 red concrete, 2 polished tuff, 3 red concrete. The next row, we are going to do 2 red concrete, 4 polished andesite, 2 red concrete. The next row, 2 red concrete, 4 polished tuff, 2 red concrete. And then the final row of the torso, we are going to do 1 red concrete, 6 polished andesite, 1 red concrete. So that is the front of the torso with no 3D elements. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get out our yellow concrete. We are going to trace this kind of upper area. Don't connecting the yellow concrete blocks though. So kind of like this. So just like that. And then what we're going to do is right beneath these yellow concretes right here, we're going to place a 2x2 square of the target blocks. So just like that. And then we're going to surround this with yellow concrete. And once you've done that, you will have finished the front of Deadshot. Well, the torso. Moving along to the arms. So we're going to do an additional row of yellow concrete here. And then we are going to continue the pattern that we started here on the front. So we're going to do one polish andesite, polish tough, polish andesite, polish tough. Bring that up an additional row. And then we are going to do a row of polish andesite, and we're going to bring that forward by 1. And then we are going to place 4 of these bamboo signs on that. We are then going to do 4 rows of red concrete going back a row. And then on this row, we're going to alternate yellow concrete and yellow terracotta. So on the very end down here, we're going to place yellow terracotta, then yellow concrete, then yellow terracotta, then yellow concrete, and then 2 rows of red concrete. And yeah, that is the left arm. The right arm is the exact same. I'm going to do this one a little bit quicker. Pretty simple stuff, though. This is a really cool looking statue once it's finished. I'm very proud of this guy, how he turned out. And there we go. That is the front of Deadshot done. Moving on to the sides of Deadshot, they're pretty simple. We're going to bring everything back by 3. So the yellow, then the red, then the yellow, then the red. For the side of these kind of straps, I guess you could call them, what we're going to do is we're going to do a black concrete, then a yellow, then a black. So pretty simple stuff. Then just red for the rest. Other side of the leg is the exact same. Not 2, that's 3, never mind. Also, guys, I just finished watching David Tennant's era on Doctor Who, so I am on the Matt Smith era now. So it's definitely different. So, by the way, I probably will make more Doctor Who statues. I've got about 3 playlists going right now of different kind of builds to build on Minecraft. So, anyways, enough of me bambling off. The back of the legs, so we'll go ahead and do that. The back of the legs is an exact parallel to the front. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick. Well, actually, not exactly, but mostly. So the first 2 rows are yellow concrete. Then for the next 2 rows, we're going to do yellow concrete going in, or red concrete, then a yellow, then 2 reds, 1 yellow, 1 red. Do this one more time. And then this entire row is yellow. And then the rest is the exact same. Yeah, the back of the boots are, well, I wouldn't even really call those boots. They're not really, they're not really boots. And there we go. So that is the back of the legs done. For the sides of the arms would probably be a good thing to get over with now. For the sides of the arms, we are going to bring the arms back by 3 with the yellow concrete. And the first thing we are going to do is we're just going to bring these kind of gauntlets back. And then this row here, and then the rest is red concrete up to here. So it's pretty much just kind of like a continue the pattern type deal for most of this statue. We'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And there's this side. Fill in the shoulders with the red concrete. So for the sides, for starters, we're going to bring the this polished andesite forward and this one forward. You'll see why we don't do these right now. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this down by 3 with the polished tough, and then we're going to place a red concrete on the bottom. And then right here, we're going to place 3 polished tough in this position, and then a red concrete beneath. We are then going to place bamboo signs on all of these, or not all of them, on the polished andesites only. And also, if you want to put the bamboo sign on here instead of this one, it looks a little better on from the front, so that's up to you. It's too bad we can't place signs on corner blocks, but yeah. So that's that. That's that side. Pretty simple. The other side is the exact same. So we are just going to place 3 here. Just like that. And that is the sides of Deadshot done. Moving on to the back of the torso. Actually, let's do the back of the arms real quick. Back of the arms are an exact parallel to the front, minus like the pattern on the polished tuff and polished andesite. And the yellow concrete, I guess. Let's bring these back. Place 4 4 bamboo signs on them. And since we're not going to be looking at this one from the back, I'm just going to go ahead and place this one right here. So that's the back of that arm. So the back of this one. Bring this back. And there we go. That is the back of the arms done. And then for the back of the torso, it's pretty simple. We're just going to do 2 rows of polished andesite. We're going to fill each and every single one of these bamboo signs. This may take a minute just because, like if you're on console with me, this may, because it buffers every time. This was the closest thing I could find that kind of matched the torso really well, or matched like the yellow, and kind of you didn't have to make the entire belt out of yellow concrete, and it just made it look better. So for the back, we're actually going to copy this kind of front portion. It doesn't have to kind of go along with this, so we're just going to place 2 tufts going up from here. In the middle should be polished andesite. It's like that. And then the rest of the statue, or the back of the statue, is entirely red concrete. And that is it. We are going to put a collar of yellow concrete going around the top, just to kind of distinguish it. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 8 yellow concrete right here, going out. And then we're actually going to place one going onto the left and to the right, onto the arms. Then we're going to do an up diagonal going up here. And there we go. So that is the front, back, and sides done of Deadshot. So for the head, the only things you're going to need for the head, let's kind of clear out our inventory here. So the only things you'll need for the head are polished andesite, gray concrete, sea lantern, red stained glass, polished blackstone slab, and polished blackstone stairs. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring this polished andesite forward by 1, and then we're going to place a gray concrete on the ends here. We're going to connect these together with polished andesite. Go ahead and bring the gray concrete up a row, and that's it. And then we're going to fill in this front row with polished andesite, this third row with polished andesite, and that's pretty much the mouth area. For the next row, we are going to do 1 polished andesite, 2 red stained glass, and then 5 polished andesite. We are then going to place 2 sea lanterns behind the stained glass. And then we're just going to do 4 rows of polished andesite. Just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get out our polished blackstone slab. We're going to place 1 right here and then make that a full block. We're going to place 2 above the eye and 2 below the eye. And we're also going to place 1 on this side of the eye. And then we're going to place an upside down stair right here. And we will continue that once we get to the side. For this side of the statue, we are going to bring it back overhanging by 2. And we're just going to fill this side completely in with polished andesite. There's no detail on this side. He's a very straightforward helmet. Not much going on. So there's that side. The back is entirely polished andesite as well. Well, technically, all sides are entirely polished andesite, but only one of them has detail going on to it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun designing this guy. I have so many statues that I got to do tutorials for. So, but I think you guys are going to enjoy every single one of them, just because I've put so much effort into these. So, and for this side, this is the final side. All we're going to do... Come on. There we go. So what we're going to do is we are going to get out our polished blackstone slabs, and we're going to go back by 3 with them. So 1, 2, and 3. Make these full blocks. And then with just our slabs, we're not going to make them full blocks. We're going to go 1 and 2 right here. Don't make those full blocks. And yeah, once you've done that, you will have completely finished your statue. So yeah, let me go and get rid of my hand here. So yeah, this is Deadshot, guys. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job on this one. I really like how I did his kind of like wrist gauntlets, his kind of the rocket gauntlet things where he shoots his guns out of. I thought I did a pretty good job on those, but yeah, I was really happy with how this turned out. So this is definitely one of my more prized statues. One thing I just noticed. What if we put a bamboo sign going in there? Nope, not there. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little better. If you want to put a sign kind of curving in right there, that makes it look even better. So, but yeah, guys. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys all next time. Bye bye.